So this is Callum's special bed that my dad made for Callum when he was 2 years old. Callum is almost 9, and we needed an enclosed bed for Callum because he's awake for many hours in the night and we need him to be safe if we're not with him.
And always most things special, we always keep him safe.
We do always keep him safe. My name is Heidi Blackburn, and I have a son, Callum, who is, well, we're all clients of the Darling Home. He has something called Angelman syndrome. It's a rare genetic disorder that we found out he had it when he was 1 year old. He cannot walk as yet. He doesn't talk. He has lots of seizure activity. He's continuing to learn, but something that would take a healthy child sort of 10 times to learn, it'll probably take him 1,000,000. And he requires 24-hour care. Having said all of that, he's a delight. He's very happy, he's very social, and he's the highlight of everyone's day at school. There's pictures of his friends at school. Hey Callum, are those all your school friends? Oh, you want to show some of your... So, you know, life with him is busy. It's 24-hour. He's up every night. It's gotten a lot better. When he was younger, he couldn't sleep for more than an hour at a time at night. So he'd sleep an hour, be up, sleep an hour. Then it got better and better, but, and now it's much, much better, but he's still up. So usually I'm up at night with him. He's almost 10 years old. He's 85 plus pounds. Everything he does requires somebody to be with him. So everything from personal hygiene to, you know, absolutely everything in your life he needs help with. He's not confined to a wheelchair. So when I say he can't walk unaided, he can walk in a walker, he can walk with help, but he's not confined to a wheelchair. He doesn't want to be in a wheelchair. So that's also a struggle. He doesn't want to be, so we're always moving with him. And that also leads to, you know, not having time for all of us to do the things that we need to do. And our daughter, Kira, who is 3 years younger than Callum, you know, often has to sit at the sideline. She watches. I think she's getting older now, and she's, you know, it's been part of her life. So she just knows sometimes that Mommy and Daddy need to be with Callum, and she's learned to understand that. But that's pretty tough on a 6-year-old.
Whoa, wait. Who I am punch that in? Why am punch?
He's making strides in walking, which is amazing. We're certainly not going to give up, and watching those first steps were amazing. So things have definitely gotten easier because he can communicate more. You know, we've gotten seizures under control. So there's lots of things that have gotten better, but I'd say his care has actually gotten more difficult because of that sort of constant, someone has to be with him.
We're going to the Darling Home. It takes care of Callum, and it has so much fun things that you can do.
Callum, where are we? Where are we? With Callum, everything's about repetition. So, you know, and remembering. So, you know, we might have taken him once, might have taken him again. It probably took him several years to realize where he was going, and then that he was very comfortable there. I mean, he's very comfortable there. He's very happy. But about a year ago, I would stop as you enter into the home at the Darling Home sign, and I would say, "Okay, Callum, we're here at camp." He would look at the you know, stone signage on the outside and get excited. He'll drop his iPad, which is amazing anyway, when he's in the car, and look out the window, and he knows where he's going. And as we're driving in, he's really excited.
Where?
Callum, where are we? Are we at camp?
Oh, yes.
Are we at camp? We're gonna go pull up. Callum, where are we? Where are we? Let's have a look. Callum and Kira are here. Look, Callum's desperate to get in.
Hello?
It's my brother and me here.
Come on in.
Thank you.
We were introduced to the Darling Home through a social worker about 5 years ago. And at first when the social worker talked to me about Callum going into a home away from us, I just couldn't imagine leaving him. We had never left him ever. But she kept saying, you know, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this for yourself, for your marriage, for your family.
Love him. Thank you.
It's still hard to leave Callum there, but he's so happy when he gets there that, you know, I can't imagine. And it's my one thing that I recommend to other mums I meet or families I meet. And they say, oh no, I could never leave my child. And I said, no, you really need to. And it's like we just couldn't live without it now. Callum participates at everything at the Darling Home. He's a super social boy. He loves the snoozling room. He loves going in the hydrotherapy pool. He absolutely adores the lady who comes in to do music therapy. When I drop Callum off at the home for a weekend, I have a huge sense of relief, which is hard to say as a mother. But Callum, it's constantly in your mind, and when he's sleeping, you're awake, wondering if he's sleeping, and you're worrying about seizures and everything else. So there's like, just when I leave the home after dropping him, I'm just like, okay, I just have a minute. My body just like starts to relax. As a family, we have a weekend to do something that we probably couldn't do. So it gives my husband and I time together, and really it gives us time with Kira. I think as a family, it gives us rest. We can sleep, we can sort of recharge our batteries, and we reconnect as a family. He's learning to be independent. You know, all kids go away, all kids go to sleepovers, so he's going to do that. So that independence piece is key. He's learning, you know, that we go there and that we also come back. He's having a chance to be with other kids and doing activities that, you know, I wouldn't typically do, like when they do lots of painting in the house and things. So he's getting like life experiences that, you know, he needs to have, and without the home he wouldn't get those. And kind of really long-term thinking, you know, if he were to live in a group home or whatever down the road, that transition is going to be a lot easier if he has spent several weekends a year away from us than me suddenly at age 25 or 30 packing his bags and him living without us. So I think that's the one big long-term piece, but it's also he's just getting a chance to be a kid. For any family, no matter what kind of child they have, no matter what they're facing, like the home is just an integral part of keeping families together, keeping people healthy, and we couldn't live without it. It's a part of our life. It's a part of everything that we do, and we're very thankful for the home.